in most cases, people are looking to be able to juggle a little bit more, and they need more hours. And so they can buy themselves a little bit more hours based on your choice.
Right.
But later on, we're going to talk about hours and how to negotiate for hours, because that's a really important point that is even more important than just saying, I want to go on the CSIL program. You've got to get those hours in place so that you can be successful on the CSIL program if you decide to go on to it.
So one of the things I think we could jump into is the whole idea, and I think we've talked about a few of these questions that personally I've heard, and anecdotally and from other people, and some of the things that I'm sure that our InfoLine also has to tackle some of the questions that they also hear from other people phoning in. So some of the truth or myths, and this is where a good spot for some of you that are online just to help us out. Also, some of the things that you've heard that are not completely consistent with the truth side of it.
Yeah. So well, let's talk about a few of these points that are showing on this slide. And as you're typing things, you might or think of things that you've been told as well. But some people have been told the CSIL funds come from a separate budget, and that's not true. It's still all part of home support. So basically, it comes out of the same budget of the home support continuing care program in each of the health authorities. Some people have been told that there's a wait list for the CSIL program. There is no wait list. There's not to be a wait list for the CSIL program. The CSIL program, as I said earlier, is a core program. And if there's a wait list for CSIL, that means there's a wait list for home support. And the Ministry of Health says there is no wait list for home support. So there should be the case, and I hear about these things if you're being told that way. Sometimes it's just people not really knowing all the information too. I want to give, I want to be fair to our case managers and stuff throughout the province. Not all of them deal with the CSIL program. Actually, many of them do not. They're very used to the agency system. Some of them have just been given an overview of the program. So we need to educate as well. But they're getting better, and they're definitely getting more known around the program.
So what's the third point there that you have? 6-month period.
So was that the 6-month period? Oh yeah. So some people have been told that I've turned 19. And I'm just starting, I want to go on the CSIL program right away. That some people have been told that, the CSIL program doesn't let you go on unless you've been on this agency system for 6 months.
Oh, I see.
So, this is not a mandatory component. If you can be able to express why you think you would be a good candidate to be a CSIL employer, and one of the things you can do to show that is actually utilizing the spinal cord injury modules, right? By actually going through them and reviewing them and being prepared to talk about them with your case managers, because it's the case manager that does make a decision if you're eligible or not, and we'll get into that a bit more later. But there is no 6-month waiting period because you're turning 19. But you do have to show that you have some ability to be able to manage, of course. So. We also want you to know that there is no cap on hours, but I do want to say the resources are tight. So the ministry has put forward 4 categories of need, and later on we'll look at those 4 categories. And but for people to know, when we get to it, some people are getting up to 14 hours or more per day. So I know some people may be going, oh my gosh, really? Now that's not something that's easy to get. It's based on your need, and it's based on a number of criteria.